Forgive me. What? Christ. What a dream. Fuck.
Siemanko, witam was serdecznie w drugim odcinku z gry Autopsy Simulator. Mamy rozdział pierwszy. Ostatnio przeprowadziliśmy sekcję zwłok Tobiego, który niestety zadławił się własnymi żygami. I co,
So much light everywhere.
lecimy do łazienki. Nie tu. Tutaj.
Keeps the defective Jack away. It's a shame these won't help with my hangover. The fucking phone. Okay. I know I'm late. I'll be there soon. It's not like the dead are impatient.
Jack, no.
Alice? Who is this?
It's Charlotte Graves.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I didn't recognize you. I thought it was work calling.
It's okay. I hate it when work calls me at home, too. How is everything? We haven't talked since... you know.
Well, there are good days, and there are bad days. What can I say? At least I can hide away at work.
Well, you always were the most comfortable in the dissecting room. Listen, I have an unusual request.
Okay, how can I help?
It's nothing serious. I just wanted to ask, do you have any pictures of Alice? Maybe one where the two of us are together? I'd love to have something to remind me of her.
I guess. I'm not sure. I'll look through her things.
Thank you. I'm sorry to trouble you with this. Well, this can't be easy for you.
I'll get through it somehow. I've been meaning to sort through her stuff for a while. Have you asked Stephen if he has anything?
Yes, I spoke with him this morning. He said he gave everything to their mother and that I should ask you.
I see.
Jack, I know you're trying. That you cope somehow. Stephen's there for you. Although, well, we all know how he can be. But, I mean, if you wanted to reminisce about Alice, talk.
I really should go now. I overslept, I'm late for work, and I still have some errands to run on the way.
Oh. Okay, sure. Sorry to keep you.
I'll look for something and send it over. Thanks for the call, and bye.
Oh, do you have my address?
Not on hand. You'd best remind me again.
292 Browning Lane, apartment 432, Johnson City, New York, 13790.
Got it. Thanks.
Thank you. It would mean a lot to me. Just miss her so much.
Yeah, me too. And that's okay. Really, no problem.
Thank you. Take care, Jack.
You too, Charlotte. It was nice to hear you. Well, that was a bit unexpected. I should probably find something to send.
Okej. Można się spodziewać, że chodzi o zdjęcie jego zmarłej żony.
What have I done to you, Alice? It's been almost a year.
W sumie nie wspominałem o tym w pierwszym odcinku, ale gra oczywiście ma wątek fabularny, nie rozchodzi się tylko o same sekcje zwłok. choć w 90 pewnie 5% tak.
I really need to get this laundry done. I wasn't able to support her through this.
Test ciążowy.
Till death do us part. It was a miracle that the coffee didn't wash off the writing. And that she said yes.
Czy wyjdziesz za mnie?
She got it for her first day of work, and she broke it the same day. She said it was for luck.
Pióro. Kolczyki.
It's always good to have something for a rainy day.
No, trochę tych setek, gościu, mąż. Dałbyś parę. Nie.
It's always good to have something for a rainy day.
Nie. Mówię, że nie. Aha.
These were from Thanksgiving. Stephen invited me. I was going to give them to his mother, but then I met Alice. That was the first time I saw her. Alice and Charlotte in Amsterdam.
Lato 75.
It's hard to believe they've known each other for so long. It would be better if Charlotte had this. It deserves to be on display and not hidden in a drawer. Okay.
Mamy kopertę.
I'm seriously late. Some days, I just feel like setting fire to all this paperwork. I'm fed up with it.
Okej.
I should grab some coffee and aspirin on the way. Oh shit. Almost like these fluorescent tubes are brutal.
Zamykaj. Na sam dół. Okej. Jesteśmy na dole.
I hope this helps, Charlotte. Okay. All done here. Time to go.
Czas się zbierać.
Huh? Damn. I forgot my jacket. Well. I'll brave it for tonight. Too bad.
I jedziemy do pracy.
Nice and fresh. At least it's peaceful here.
Idź do gabinetu.
Good evening, Mr. Ridley.
The timesheet handman.
Wydaje mi się, że jakieś...
Some corpses have more personality than this guy.
Gabinet. Otwieraj.
Who leaves the window open in the middle of November? So I better check the answering machine.
Sekretarka.
Hi, Jack. I dropped by a little early today. I left the body with Ridley in the corridor. He wasn't sitting in the locker then, so maybe he'll even throw him into the room. Well, how are you doing? Yeah, I mean, it's your first birthday without her, and... This, I still have a hangover, and you know me, I run to the John like the neighbor's fucking dog. You know, today I slipped on his shit again. That fucking furball. He always has to shit next to my car. Anyway, I can't come over in the evening, but we'll catch up on the weekend, okay? Bye. I almost forgot. Charlotte called me this morning. She asked about you, so answer your calls, Jack. This time it's not a reprimand for being late.
That's par for the course. I wonder when this clown will learn to look under his feet. Birthday. I actually forgot it was today. Alice baked me muffins like these every birthday. A treat for later. I always crave something sweet after a section. Okay, joke's over. Apron, gloves, and get to work.
Fartuszek.
Oh man, I remember you. You were on that talent show. What was your name again? I need to order another batch of these. I've got to remember to do that later. And that's the whole point.
No, jakąś laleczkę będziemy.
Steven laughs at me for recording everything. He says I have a bigger collection of stuff like this than most of the creeps he's caught. November 21st, 1991. Time, 9:13 p.m. The autopsy is conducted by Jack Hanman. Lecture for the Medical University of Missouri. After yesterday's lecture, you should already know the ins and outs, so today we'll be consolidating our knowledge. So, where do I start? That's right, police folder.
Właśnie miałem to mówić.
Ah, yes, Samantha Barker. Now remember, there's probably going to be a lot of chatter about this.
Samantha.
When questioned, friends admitted that Samantha's last days before losing contact seemed extremely happy and relaxed. She also quit drinking alcohol and mentioned something about rehab. The friend also admits that there was no indication of an impending tragedy. Found in her own apartment by police patrol. Officers were called by a concerned friend of the deceased, who had been unable to contact Barker for several days. During the interrogation, a friend of the deceased admitted that Samantha never got to grips with the sudden fame that came after winning such a high-profile talent show.
Okay.
After her first album became a commercial success, she was hit with a creative drought. She suffered panic attacks and severe sleep problems. Drugs and medication came into play.
No, narkotyki.
The deceased was found in her own apartment, in a semi-recumbent position on an armchair. Large quantities of alcohol and empty packets of sleeping pills were also found in the apartment.
To piła i ćpała pewnie.
As you can see, the body is fully clothed. Therefore, before we move on to photographic documentation, we must remove the clothes. This time, we don't have to focus on the clothes too much. However, okay, now we can continue with the examination. Again, begin by taking photographs of the cadaver. I guarantee that over time it will cease being embarrassing for you. First, we photograph the whole body.
Cyk.
And now, any suspicious-looking marks or wounds.
A, mamy tu. Duszona.
Interesting. Very uneven. We need to investigate this. Yes, I've seen this many times.
Mamy jakiegoś siniaka.
You don't get such bruises from a normal contusion. Well, there's even more here.
I jeszcze jedno. O, tutaj.
A few we will need to look into here.
Zdjęcia na tablicy. Cyk, 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 cyk i cyk.
Notes prepared. Time to take a closer look.
Lupa.
Some furrows have imprinted more strongly, others less, as if someone was, undecided?
Może nawet nieduszenie i próba samobójcza?
The number of bruises suggests that there may have been some kind of tussle.
Ale jak przepychanka...
Bruises are caused by either a very heavy blow or by some internal issues.
Martwica wątroby.
And here's something interesting. The skin of the deceased is covered with numerous blisters. Some of them are ruptured. Others still contain fluid residue.
I tutaj...
More numerous blisters. We have some leads to investigate here. Let's write this down.
Protokół.
On the neck of the deceased, we can see clear furrows, indicating that strangulation may be the probable cause of death.
Czyli dobrze mówiłem.
Apparently, it's difficult to say whether the bruises were the result of a beating or whether it could be some kind of internal bleeding. Given the condition of the deceased, it's difficult to tell immediately whether the bruises were the result of a struggle or perhaps the result of iron deficiency. In general, such blisters usually appear in the case of mechanical abrasions, but due to the place of occurrence, this should be excluded. The most likely cause of such skin changes is the high concentration of barbiturates in the body. Although it's easier to have abrasions on your feet, but the number and size of the blisters suggests that it's probably a matter of barbiturate poisoning.
No to tak. Powieszenie.
Trauma to the larynx or trachea will verify whether the hanging was the final nail in Miss Barker's coffin. After examining the organs, we can easily verify whether there was internal bleeding or whether the deceased was suffering from something. The examination with a UV lamp will dispel some doubts. Potential attackers could have left traces.
Udział osób trzecich, czyli ktoś ją mógł powiesić, pobić i powiesić.
I'll add barbiturates to the list of necessary tests.
Przedawkowanie.
To be checked in the lab later. Given the testimony of the victim's friend, I add alcohol poisoning to the list of potential causes of Miss Barker's death. A blood test will no doubt quickly verify that hypothesis. But first I'll check for external traces. For this we use the good old UV lamp.
Okej, lampa.
I look carefully at the whole body. UV rays will reveal any traces. The area around the head is empty. Torso, empty without marks. Right hand clean.
Nie, te guziki miałem włączone.
Legs, there's nothing here.
Coś jeszcze?
The left hand seems to be fine. No marks. Well, nothing to surprise us here. Now gently, we take the deceased by the hand, and we check for rigor mortis.
Sprężenie po raz kolejny. No, dawaj tu do samej góry. No. Oż ty. O, co jest? Upierdliwe to jakieś takie. Za cholerę tego. Nie czaję. No niech mi ktoś to do cholery jasnej wytłumaczy, jak to się... O, mamy to.
The hand falls freely. After yesterday, you should know what this means. Since we don't have a definitive lead, we will examine all the key organs one by one. So, I'm starting the internal inspection. I dissect the skin of the deceased.
To chlastamy.
And I proceed to deflect the skin flaps. Compared with yesterday's body, the deceased has only trace amounts of adipose tissue. Now for the ribs.
Nożyce.
What do we have here? Or rather, what don't we have? There is certainly no sign of internal bleeding. Sometimes regarding bruising, it doesn't take much. My wife was constantly banging into furniture, walking into door frames. That's a wonder she never broke anything. Before I disembowel the deceased, I will take samples for toxicological tests to determine the alcohol content. All done. I'll transfer these to the centrifuge. What was it? 15, 70, 10,
No zaś muszę wziąć ten notes, no ja pamiętam. 15 minut, 70%.
I'll need my notebook.
Ale weźmiemy.
Never been my strong point. It's probably why I regularly forgot birthdays and anniversaries. I'm lucky Alice always forgave me.
I wiróweczka teraz.
My head. Oh, I can't think straight. Pills. Where am I? Calm down, Jack. Take it easy. Take your pills.
Tabletki były w kibelku, więc udajemy się do kibelka. Zrobione. Wracamy do wirówki. Cyk.
Gently does it with this old thing. Handle with kid gloves. I'm starting the centrifuge. Let's see what results come out.
Tak jest, sprawdzimy.
It's already open, so... Fucking hell! Ridley! Mr. Ridley! Where is he? The fuses need resetting. Fuck it. I'll do it myself. I swear there was a flashlight in here.
Laboratorium, składzik był tutaj gdzieś po tej stronie.
Whatever. I know where the switches are anyway. First the right, and then the left. And voila. What? What the? Oh, for fuck's sake. Can't I work in peace? Jack Hanman speaking.
Easy, why so rude?
Steve? Sorry, man. This place is falling apart, and Ridley won't even lift a finger to help. You just can't work here.
Did the centrifuge strip the fuses again?
Yeah, eventually everything's gonna go up in smoke.
Look on the bright side. It's a free cremation with your autopsy.
Jesus, stop it. That shit pisses me off.
Okay, sorry, Jack. Anyway, I'm calling to ask how the autopsy's going. Soon there'll be journalists sniffing around for info, so we'd best be ready.
I'll whiz through this in a couple of hours. It doesn't look like a complicated case to me. More of a formality. The report will be available in the morning.
Sounds great. Thanks. Phew! How's your head?
Well, my head seems better than yours. On the way to work.
Holy fuck. Jack, turn on the radio.
What? What's happening?
Quiet.
A 3-car police convoy was involved in an accident near Pete's Bay Bridge while transporting prisoners to Orleans Parish Prison. At the moment, we do not know the exact number of victims or whether any of the convicts escaped. However, the scale of the accident indicates a large number of victims, possibly even fatal ones. Police are on their way to investigate the incident and secure the area. We know that the injured prisoners are on death row. The police were to transport them to their execution, which was to take place tomorrow morning. Many of them are very dangerous criminals. We will report on the matter on an ongoing basis, so stay tuned with us.
What? Was? Steven, was Red Pete one of the passengers? He was, wasn't he? What if he survived?
Jack, I have to go. You want me on site?
What if he survived?
I gotta go. Talk to you later, okay?
Fuck. Calm down, Jack. Pills. I need my pills. You heard him, Jack. A serious accident. Lots of victims. He's definitely dead.
Czyli żona została zamordowana w takim wypadku.
Yes. Nothing's going to happen.
Czyli żona została zamordowana.
I've got to get back to work.
No ciekawe czy
What?
czy będzie to bardziej rozwinięty wątek.
Technical break. At least I know I can pursue a career as a janitor if I need to. Fucking hell! Alright, let's see if we were able to get anything out of this piece of crap. And miraculously, yes, The samples did spin. I'll transfer them to the chromograph in the lab.
Okej, idziemy do labo. Labo mamy tutaj. Cyk.
Alright, let's load this up. I placed the test tubes in the rack. Now, just take 5 milliliters from each.
Okej.
Precisely. And the next.
10 ml teraz, czyli znowu przekręcamy. Okej.
Five more.
Dobrze. I teraz 15. Cyk.
We put the prepared sample into the machine.
Aha, FK.
Let's see what we have here. The results indicate that the deceased did consume alcohol shortly before her death. However, this is not an amount that could cause poisoning leading to death. Just slight inebriation. I can return to the body and continue the rest of the examination.
Czyli nie była nawalona.
The chromatograph results show that we can eliminate alcohol poisoning from our list of potential causes of death. However, remember that alcohol can affect the functioning of the entire body. It disturbs the heart rhythm, accelerating its rate, and dilutes the blood, which may result in more severe bleeding in the event of an accident. Also remember that alcohol affects the metabolism of drugs in the liver, which I'll now look at in more detail. First, I'll pick up the syringe again.
Strzykkawa.
The liver and the heart to test the concentration of barbiturates in the body.
Cyk. I wątroba.
That's enough. I'll do the test later. I'd best not try my luck with the centrifuge right now. Now I remove the liver.
No i wygląda na...
Lesions. However, it is slightly enlarged. Perhaps it's a slight inflammation or drug-induced damage. It may also be the result of the deposition of substances from drugs. Let's check the weight of the organ.
Waga. Mamy tutaj.
The weight is 1,300 grams. The liver is enlarged.
I pokroimy wątróbkę.
I'll move on to a cross-sectional study. Perhaps the enlargement is the result of early cancerous changes. The blade glides through smoothly. I don't feel like I'm encountering any changes with an unusual structure. No steatosis or cirrhosis. The liver is actually quite clean inside. The liver is basically healthy. We already know that the deceased didn't abuse alcohol. The question is, what about drugs or other substances? I move on to the heart.
Serduszko.
Oh. At a glance, we can see signs of a heart attack. The deceased is definitely too young to have a heart attack due to natural causes. The liver is enlarged, not from alcohol poisoning, and the heart looks like it has collapsed. So, I guess we need to go to the centrifuge and check for these barbiturates.
Czyli... O. Aha, dobra, miałem zaznaczyć.
This kind of poisoning was a few years ago. I better check the data in my notebook. He was a middle-aged guy. He took his medication and forgot about it. So he took another pill. He forgot again and took another one. And another one. Until he took the last one. That's why it's better to have amnesic drugs in boxes labeled with the days of the week. This sort of thing rarely happens anymore. Doctors tend to prescribe benzodiazepines. All right.
Alkohol. O, 10 minut. 75%. 10.
Close the centrifuge and pray that it doesn't trip anything again. It looks like our luck is in.
Ale czemu nie wziąłeś?
We can take the samples to the lab now. I wonder how she was able to get hold of these drugs.
Pipeta 6 tym razem.
Okay, 2 samples this time. 6 milliliters each.
Cyk. Okej. 12. Elegancko.
Let's see how much of it we find. Nothing surprising. Significant amounts of phenobarbital metabolites of hepatic origin. Looks like I'll have to check the contents of the deceased's stomach.
Dolecimy po żołądek. Mamy odcinek nieco dłuższy.
The tests show that the collected blood contained enough barbiturates to cause cardiopulmonary collapse. The question now is whether it was an accident or a deliberate act. I'm proceeding to examine the stomach. Before extraction, I ligate the entire organ to prevent its contents from spilling out. Okay, I'm now cutting out the organ, which will move to the board for dissection.
Na deseczkę.
Normally, the stomach and intestines are full of surprises.
I lecimy. Delikatnie. Mamy to.
But not this time. We see remnants of undigested food and a dense mass of pills. You don't take this many drugs by accident.
No, przedawkowanie w takim razie.
No obvious pathological changes. Undigested drugs found in the stomach of the deceased. The direct cause of death was probably an overdose. I'll check the rest of the organs, and then the nervous system. We'll see how significant the marks on the neck are for the whole case. Lungs are normal, no lesions. The victim was probably a smoker, but was unlikely to be in any serious danger. The deceased's intestine is normal, no clear pathological changes. The deceased's trachea is normal, complete patency. No food or fluid. Abdominal cavity checked off. We can check the brain.
No to lecimy z piłą.
I make a cut to open the lid of the victim's skull and remove the brain.
Ciachu, ciachu.
Brain is normal. No obvious lesions. Alright. I need to dissect it on a board.
Ciachamy mózg.
I carefully cut through the brain tissue. I peek inside a bit, and... I don't think there's anything worth noting. As expected, the deceased's brain is in excellent condition. No discoloration or changes due to hypoxia. There is still the matter of the marks on the neck. They look superficial, but who knows? Maybe the spinal cord has been severed. I need goggles and a saber saw. I think the goggles were in the desk drawer. Oh, they're out there. Alice.
Ktoś po tabletki? Przydasz radę.
Saw. I need saw. Fuck. I don't see it here. Oh. I know. I probably left it in the basement after its last cleaning. Some of my previous cases. A reminder of more prosperous times.
Klucze do piwnicy, tak?
Mr. Ridley, I need a key to the basement.
It's in the social room.
Why is the key lying at the... never mind. Thank you.
Hey, Hammond.
If only he could put that much enthusiasm into his work. I get the feeling that searching through this rubbish is more pathogenic than working with corpses.
Okej, mamy.
Please, may this be the last trip. Fuck. Why did the prison convoy have to get into an accident? Jack, take a deep breath.
Gdzie mamy piwnicę?
Cool breath. You're nearly finished with the autopsy. Then
Tutaj nie.
and rest.
Tu mamy office, kibelek. Na zewnątrz będzie? Tu raczej nie. Tu mamy garaż, więc wątpię, żeby o garaż chodziło. A jest piwnica.
I'll take the saw. Fuck! It's jammed! Doesn't anyone do maintenance around here? Damn hatch. Damn red Pete. If only.
Mamy piłę. I dokończ badanie kręgosłupa.
Put things away properly. Damn student lectures and their fucking props.
Będziemy chlastać kręgosłup.
And like clockwork, he's already sleeping.
Dajemy, bo długi rozdział mamy. Długie te sekcje zwłok.
Sorry for the short interruption. I hope you all took the opportunity to grab some coffee. And now that I have everything I need, I'll move on to revealing the spinal cord.
Okej.
The spine is removed. I can see that the spinal cord was not severed. This shows that apart from the marks around the neck, hanging didn't negatively affect the condition of the deceased. Ladies and gentlemen, almost over. Now, to sum up and tidy away the body. The direct cause of Samantha Barker's death was a heart attack resulting from an overdose of barbiturates. Traces found on the body suggest that the overdose was a deliberate act, following a failed attempt to hang herself. The autopsy found no evidence or genetic materials indicating that death could have been the result of an attack. Third-party involvement must be excluded.
Okej, czyli...
And we can start sewing.
I będzie.
In the 1950s and 1960s, the use of barbiturates for suicide was actually quite common. I think it was most talked about after the death of Marilyn Monroe. At home, it was a help and comfort. On death row, a farewell to the convicts. Well, we're done for today. Thank you for your attention.
No i mamy to. Samobójstwo.
I can feel those hunger pains coming on. I guess I'll have to pick something up along the way. Gloves in the trash, leave the apron for cleaning. Now I can go. Camera. I didn't turn it off.
A nie mogę jej wyłączyć, więc mniejsza z tym. No i dobrze, moi drodzy. Będziemy się żegnać już pomalutku.
A nightcap will do me good.
Ja tu jak czarny ekran się zrobi, to spauzuję nagranie, także od razu już was serdecznie zapraszam na następny odcineczek, a póki co się z wami żegnam.
The police will pick up the body and accompanying documentation in the morning.
Sure.
I guess there are actually two things in this world you can be certain of. Death and Ridley's reluctant attitude.
Jeszcze może będzie jakaś schiza. Jak nie, to zapraszam na następne odcinki.
Alright, maybe three things. My whiskey on the rocks when I get home. So cold. I guess I should have brought my jacket to work.
Proszę, jeszcze jednak do mieszkania wrócimy.
Quite intimidating when it's so quiet. Almost there. Stephen didn't want to go out for a drink tonight, so I'll drink my whiskey in the company of my TV. Shit. I forgot the muffin. Well, Ridley will have a nice treat for the night. I'm sure he'll be his happy, thankful self tomorrow.
To jeszcze się nie żegnamy. Jedziemy. Nie chcę tego dzielić na pół tych sekcji zwłok, bo to jest potem takie...
What? What? What the fuck? But I locked it. I'm sure of it.
No i teraz już się raczej żegnamy na 100%, także do następnego odcinka. Hej!